So, school's in session, I guess. So, with traditional fuel injection, typically the injectors are on the intake, which in this case is right there, but I've already gotten that removed. And once they're on the intake, it's what we call port injection. Port injection is pretty much going to be spraying pretty much right before the cylinder head, right before the runners, typically right here. And when we spray the fuel in there, it allows the fuel to get on the back side of the valves and clean them up a little bit, or keep them kind of clean. Change my camera up. So there's a little bit of a better view, so you can see the back side of the valves look relatively clean. What we're doing right now is we're doing a walnut blast. So sand is a little aggressive and it's capable of taking material off. So we use walnuts. It's a little bit, walnut shells, they're a little bit more less aggressive. They're not going to remove any kind of aluminum or any kind of metal material. I've already done these two cylinders, trying to get a better look. So they're a lot cleaner than these ones, and you can see that, how nasty that looks. That is from direct injection. Direct injection, instead of spraying through the intake or through the intake port, where the fuel can clean the backside of the valves, the fuel is dispersed directly into the combustion chamber. And these right here are your fuel injector caps, or fuel injectors. This is your high pressure fuel rail. So on the bottom side of these, straight into the cylinder head is where we're spraying the fuel now. And they do that because it's give better emissions, better fuel mileage, stuff like that. But the issue is they're not doing anything with the crankcase ventilation system, and so the crankcase builds pressure and it's got to relieve it somewhere, but they don't want that air going out into the atmosphere because, well, it's carrying oil and all sorts of other stuff, and it gets recirculated through the intake, between that, and the EGR and stuff like that. That's how we get that kind of buildup right there. And this vehicle's only got 70,000 miles on it. And this doesn't take long to do. Not on this model anyways, because the intake's right on top. It's really easy to get to. But pretty much any vehicle that's direct injected can run into issues like this. And the only way to avoid it is to, I would say, well, I don't even know if there is a way to avoid it. Get an external catch can. That will probably make it last a little bit longer. But people with EGRs and stuff, so here's the EGR. I mean, that alone is pretty nasty too. So, yeah. But that's that. Clean ones. Dirty ones.